Toni Kroos to Marcelo. Isco. Real Madrid free kick. Tempting Fosu Mensah in.
We've been talking a fair bit about United's troubles in attack in this game. Fair to say they've done quite well in defence so far themselves.
Kroos takes it. Helped clear by Darmian. Rashford. Bit of a miscue really, Modric. Ball seems drawn to him, like Luka Modric in those positions, like to a magnet. He always just seems to know where somebody's going to try to clear it and just gets on it and just gets the ball going backwards again toward the defending team's goal. Kroos. Carvajal running from deep.
A great touch initially from Carvajal. He came up with his fair share of assists last season.
These two goalkeepers, of course, were always going to compete for the starting spot, but another aspect to Romero getting game time, of course, the beneficiary is also Argentina, because he is the first choice goalkeeper for his country at the moment. Actually played against Brazil in June, and some huge games coming up for Argentina as they look to consolidate in the qualifying spots for the World Cup finals. They're not in there at the moment. Against Modric on Pereira. Martial. Michael Carrick. Bale. Isco. Lucas Vazquez. Jones has to get back in quickly. Lucas Vazquez presented it to Carrick. Now maybe a bit of room for United to exploit. It's Anthony Martial. Skips away from Carvajal. Looking for Rashford. Headed clear by Nacho. Miss it by Fosu Mensah. Not the best option really, was it? Going through the repertoire here. Marcelo.
Yeah, rare mistake from Michael Carrick led to a Real Madrid counter-attack, unable to take advantage.
Now Bale is onside this time, and Jones, great cover from him.
Yeah, had to get in the way there. Perfect cross otherwise for Benzema at the back post.
Lots of new fans out here, Real Madrid in California. Of course, that traditional Hispanic support base would be inclined to be sympathetic toward them. They've had some great Mexican players themselves over the years, of course. Marcelo offside, and that's no disrespect to Javi Hernandez of Manchester United in years gone by, but
Kroos in that quarterback role, and he's so good at. And the cross from Bale, cut out by Jones.
Appropriately done, Mark, yeah, here in the home of the San Francisco 49ers. Still trying to recreate their glory years, of course. I suppose you could say they were the Manchester United of the 1980s in the NFL. Lingard has a hit, Jesse Lingard. Navas at full stretch.
Excellent play once more from Lingard. New 4-year contract from him in April, and you can see why he's so direct. And he's come closest to scoring in this game for United on 2 occasions now. Already played his part in 2 trophies as well over the past 2 seasons, scoring in on the big day in the final of both the FA Cup and the League Cup.
Fellaini. And he's gone again. Rashford just couldn't get turned.
Again, Varane, French international, just sticking to him.
Pereira. Varane's head. Marcelo. Kroos. Lucas Vazquez to Isco. Modric. It's in behind Jones. Lucas Vazquez, and Phil Jones did pretty well then. Gets a big round of applause from Romero, and rightly so. Good work.
Yeah, some really important interventions from Phil Jones in this first half. What about the weight of that pass from Modric? Vazquez actually pointed where he wanted it. Probably should have done a little bit better.
Just hesitated slightly, didn't he? Jones determined and decisive, and that's what Mourinho wants him to be as a centre-back. I think that gives us a clue that there'll be quite a few changes at half-time. Fellaini down to Lingard, couldn't get it. Varane. Bale. Clever little touch by Lucas Vazquez. Benzema. Lucas Vazquez again picks up a great little position on the edge of the box. Benzema. Isco. Kept going by Modric to Carvajal. Fellaini covering Modric. And Modric says goodbye, see you later. Oh, what a cross it was too. But they were all on their heels in the box.
Great bit of play from Real Madrid's, and from that man Modric. There were 8 Real Madrid players pushing Manchester United back into their own penalty area there.
Cross comes again, and again Benzema, it eludes him. Marcelo recycles it. Good pressure here from Real Madrid approaching half-time. Easily dealt with by United. Steered backwards by Carvajal. Isco. Bailly in a little bit of a tangle, but he gets a free kick.
Yeah, Benzema just let him away with it there. He'd got himself into a bit of trouble.
3 stoppage minutes to play here. They can't get enough of it, can they, here? They don't want them to stop. Fellaini took it down well. Martial. He's done well, Martial. That's much more like it. Lingard scores for Manchester United in stoppage time. A goal made by a moment of real magic from Anthony Martial. It's been a long time coming, but look at the smile he has here now.
Absolutely brilliant play from the Frenchman. You mentioned it earlier, things weren't really working out. We've had a couple of runs at defenders. It's huffed and puffed a little bit in this first half, but that's the quality that he has. He finally bamboozled 3 Real Madrid players there, and crucially as well, he made the right decision at the end of all that to pick out Lingard when another player might have gone for goal.
And look at Lingard pointing immediately. Hey, your goal, you did all the work, I just tucked it in, and that's nice to see. Very good. But Lingard is the man who puts his name on the score sheets for Manchester United, as he's done in those cup finals. All that after something approaching a spell of pressure by Real Madrid. Carvajal. Going to be a corner off Michael Carrick.
Yeah, great to see Lingard get a goal as well. Youth Academy products. Manchester United with their history of bringing young players through. It's great to see him finally flourishing.
Taken by Toni Kroos. It's a big outswing of that. Again, the breeze perhaps a factor in it. Anyway, Marcelo won it back. Kroos has it again. Benzema. Offside. More circus tricks from Marcelo. It must have been a real nightmare when he was a kid at home, jumping on the sofa, pulling out of the lights. Goodness me, he's an old man in football terms, and he's still full of it. So half-time here in Santa Clara. Alvaro Morata and Danilo. James Rodriguez to Bayern Munich. So there are 3 spots for somebody to go and grab. Hakimi is the number 34. Manu is the player at centre-back, number 33. Two centre-backs. This man here is Alvaro Torrejo, and this is Manu. Up front, it will be Dani Gomez to confront Chris Smalling second half. Herrera gets involved for the first time. Who are you particularly looking at seeing here, Mark?
Yeah, well, Real Madrid have bought 8 youth players as part of a 26-man squad to the United States. And I guess I'm looking forward to seeing all of them, because the under-19s won the treble in Spain last season. Number 32, Oscar, is apparently a free kick specialist who scored 22 goals in all competitions, I should say, last season at youth level. And Real Madrid's first ever senior Moroccan international is the number 34, Hakimi.
Starting at right back here, yeah. Much more experienced Darley Blint at left back in the second half. Lindelof steered it out to Fellaini. Darmian switching to right back here. Mkhitaryan. Forceful challenge by Herrera. Pogba. Mkhitaryan. Returned by Blint. A little bit of space for Martial. Now will moment in the first half, creating that goal. Will that lift Martial, I wonder?
I think it's significant that he's been left on. He's one of only a couple of players and has been asked to play in the second half as well, and it's no doubt because Mourinho feels that that goal will have helped him, so maybe he'll continue to play well in this game and get his confidence up.
Oscar, the Real Madrid Oscar, is on in the middle of the park. He wears number 32. I think Herrera will know all about him, and he's sticking quite close to him, isn't he? Now Oscar is goal side of Herrera. Of Oscar, I should have said.
Did say a lot of goals last season for the 19-year-old. Spanish under-19 international is already looking to test De Gea. Bit of a role reversal from the first half with the second string United team on.
Another little coming together between them. I think this is going to be one of the key duels of this second half, Herrera and Oscar. Herrera will know all about him, of course, with his connections in Spain. And it looks like Oscar is well up for the job of making life difficult for one of the senior players. I've heard good things about him myself, actually.
It's a very, very young Real Madrid side out there now against an experienced United lineup. There are spots up for grabs potentially in the Real Madrid squad, although Zinedine Zidane yesterday again saying that as long as the transfer window is open, anything can happen, and that was in relation to a question about Kylian Mbappe of Monaco. Well, he's only 18 as well, so a very young player himself.
Yeah, he'd fit in here perfectly. Lindelof. Mkhitaryan. Martial made the run. A little bit of a problem perhaps for Herrera after that challenge from Oscar. Juan Mata already an injury victim on the tour. Looks in a bit of bother here.
It suggests they won't be taking any risks. It's the one thing most of the managers say before these games is they want to avoid injuries. In fact, Zidane said he didn't even care about what the result would be. And it's Manchester United who are losing a player, and Mourinho discussing this challenge with the referee.
Well, it was robust, to say the least of it, wasn't it, for a friendly? Not the worst we've seen in the tournament so far, incidentally, but the problem is when you lose a player because of it. Scott McTominay, who featured last weekend a couple of times, is on again here.
McTominay can handle himself as well, so no worries there in the United midfield.
Flint.
No, right?
Touch by the young Argentine Palacio was a little bit heavy.
He's known as Franchu, apparently. Another 19-year-olds. 2 goals in the UEFA Youth League for him last season. And they do seem to be pretty excited by this under-19 team. That's why so many of them were brought on this tour as well. treble winners, unprecedented.
Casemiro providing the customary muscle in there as well. Pogba had a shirt pulled. By Franchu.
You mentioned there's some talk in the papers about Chris Smalling being a target for West Brom. I would wonder though why anyone would want to leave Manchester United right now. They do seem to be a club on the up and back in the Champions League as well. It's going to be a very exciting season.
Fellaini to Lindelof. Lukaku. 11 La Liga appearances for this fellow Casilla last season.
Actually has one cap for Spain. Played a few minutes against Germany, and Toni Kroos scored the only goal of the game past him in that friendly match.
Spread by Oscar to Hakimi. Franchu gives it back to him. Round the corner by Casemiro. The number 16, more familiar perhaps, Mateo Kovacic. Now a bit of work for Darmian to do. Cross comes in anyway, and Smalling kept cool and couldn't keep it in. Fellaini did well to help out, but the ball wasn't very good. Got it back rather fortuitously. Herrera. Lindelof. Real Madrid happy to come and hunt United down. Lukaku going looking for the ball. Kovacic came away with it. Hoping to get in behind Hakimi. Hakimi made it the ground well. Tidily done by these Real Madrid youngsters. They're making a good impression so far, and Oscar has made his mark in another fashion already. On by Kovacic. Fellaini can't get the challenge in. Powerful run by Hernandez, which set up the danger. Casemiro had a wild slash at it, not quite as effective as that Champions League goal. Look well up for the task here, don't they, this makeshift Real Madrid group?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's probably not too comfortable playing against them. A lot of the United players hoping for a leisurely second half. But these youngsters and fringe players for Real Madrid keen to make an impression and playing with lots of energy.
United are struggling to get the ball. That second drinks break might come as a welcome relief to Mourinho. Kovacic. By Oscar to Hakimi. Casemiro. problem for United, and they've got it back yet again. Here goes Casemiro. McTominay trying to get that goal side, concedes a free kick.
Yeah, the United players not happy that there wasn't a free kick before that. I think it was Casemiro on Fellaini. Casemiro bursting his way through and hold to the ground. Now you may get to see if Oscar Rodriguez is the free kick specialist that we were told he would be.
It's a very inviting position. All along the ground. McTominay keen to get on with it and get Manchester United moving forward. This free kick. Mkhitaryan, Lukaku doing his best to make himself a target. Fellaini. Pogba.
After all the build-up, disappointing free kick from Oscar.
Just a bit too strong.
Dani Gomez hasn't got into it as yet. Spanish under-19 international playing up top for Real Madrid in this second half. Another man who got plenty of goals in the UEFA Youth League last season.
Won that back well, didn't he? Fellaini was caught and then embarrassed. Did well to fight back, Fellaini. Real struggle here at the moment for Manchester United.
Yeah, the only thing lacking with one or two of those Real youngsters is that physicality. Putting themselves about, but you can see a few of the United players, Fellaini an obvious example, who are able to shrug them off when needed.
Can they get Martial and Lukaku going up front? Martial's won a free kick.
Yeah, Franchu with the challenge that time. Actually made an appearance for the B team last season. Number 29.
Blind. Aimed at Lukaku, and it was beyond Fellaini.
Really good ball in there from Blind.
Mkhitaryan with the corner. Over the top from Fellaini. They do appear to have the height advantage at least. United, Fellaini, Smalling, Lukaku.
Yeah, without a doubt. Lukaku already 2 goals on the tour. Interesting to see a replay to see just how close he was to that last cross. That's Hernandez, new signing for Real Madrid at left back.
€30 million worth. Kovacic it is who's come off worst here. Mkhitaryan, all apologies. Like Lucas Vazquez, perhaps the part that Kovacic has played over the last year or so has been a little bit understated. 19 starts in La Liga. And, you know, plenty more off the bench in the title win. Only started 2 of the Champions League games, and both late in the group stages against Legia Warsaw and Sporting. But he's done okay, just needs to press on now, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. 23 years old, Croatian international, but those league matches are important as well. Real Madrid only losing 3, despite all the distractions and other competitions they were involved in. The Club World Cup to come up again in December.
Does rather disrupt the flow of their season a little bit, but they are so used to it, of course. They know how to manage and navigate their way around the challenges that presents. It's not such a long trip this year, it's Abu Dhabi. In La Liga, they lost only the 3 games against Sevilla and Valencia away from home, and then that famous late Barcelona victory in the second Clásico at home, which reopened the title race. Looks very comfortable with the ball at his feet.
He made his debut for Morocco back in October in a friendly against Canada. As I said, that's senior level as well for a player who hasn't played for Real Madrid's first team as yet. He's still only 18.
I wonder what Atletico Madrid think about losing Hernandez to Real.
I wonder what his brother thinks of it. Still at Atletico.
Theo is the younger, he's only 19. Here's Pogba. Very quiet so far, Pogba. McTominay on for Herrera. After Herrera picked up that, what looks like a side strain or a hip problem. Blint. Poor touch by Martial. French, who did well. Hernandez. Casemiro. Oscar. Hakimi. Switches by Casemiro. Lindelof did well and helped out well by Mkhitaryan.
Just thinking maybe Real Madrid don't need all that many signings, considering how well some of these youngsters have taken to things in this second half. Worth remembering as well that 5 players were at the under-21s for Spain. Got to the final, lost to Germany. They're not involved today. Vallejo, Borja Mayoral, Marco Asensio, Marcos Llorente, and the new signing, Dani Ceballos as well.
Here goes Martial. Manchester United need to make a statement here that they're not going to be pushed around by these Real Madrid young players. Martial's helped them earn a corner.
Well, they almost scored from the last one.
Looks like Hernandez has taken it on himself to deal with Lukaku. Mkhitaryan couldn't get there. McTominay found a bit of room, did brilliantly. Fellaini, offside. I think it would be just like a Mourinho side, wouldn't it? If they have a little bit of a footballing lesson for a while in this half, as they have been doing, but they then go down the other end and score.
Nice little flourish from Scott McTominay there to almost set up the chance for Fellaini. McTominay, who played a couple of games towards the end of the Premier League season.
Mkhitaryan he's had enough of Hernandez already, I think.
He's been good, Hernandez, although you'd expect him to be at 30 million euros.
Lindelof had to get there, he's late, Victor Lindelof, very, very late. He knows, we all know, it's a penalty to Real Madrid.
Yeah, just back up off his feet, and Hernandez brought to ground again. Just got the timing all wrong, the Swede here. Lindelof, terrible challenge.
How well did Hernandez do? He got himself up and caused the next problem, and a big problem it turned into for the former Benfica centre-back. So David De Gea in goal. Casemiro, a scorer in the Champions League final. And a scorer here. What a good penalty that was. It's 1-1.
No question marks there. The man wearing the captain's armband for this second half, Casemiro, the Brazilian, smashing home from.
I don't think even Mourinho could say it's not unmerited since half-time. This much-changed Real Madrid unit with several teenagers in it. They've been really, really good, and Manchester United really have not quite got into it in the second half after all their changes. He must be well pleased.
Yeah, definitely, they've been busy.
Mkhitaryan. McTominay. Very, very well judged by Casilla. He made it look simple, Casilla, because his starting position was so good. The thing is, Mark, and it was said when they gave Zidane the job, he knows the club from the inside out. So he knows, and he's had the chance with his own eye to watch these young players playing in his first team right here come through over the last 2 or 3 years. He's not relying on other people's opinion.
Yeah, I think that's big. Such a big player for the club. 3-time World Player of the Year in his career. Champions League winner with Real Madrid, and he's basically filled every role at the club since retiring as well. He'll have brought a few in himself, advising the president, for serving as both assistant to Carlo Ancelotti and manager of Real Madrid Castilla, the B team.
Mkhitaryan trying to get United going a bit. 20 minutes to play here in Santa Clara. It's been a very good tour so far for Manchester United. They just need a good last 20 in this game to keep that momentum going, I think. Pogba. Lukaku couldn't keep it. Oscar. Franchu kept going, and he's bowled over. Smalling doing his best to look nonchalant.
A huge credit to Franchu here. He looked up and there was absolutely no one ahead of him. He was tight in the corner. He took on